Hello guys, welcome back to some more Muv Luv Photonmelodies. Last time, scarfing down some Hades. Yeah, that's about it. Obviously some wild stuff, but that's where we left off, and who knows, maybe that'll give us some respect in this place, which is cool. Instant replay. And to make matters worse, the last person I wanted to see has arrived. What exactly is amazing, Lieutenant Brower? So we can't stand this unholy abomination either? Heh, how weak. Ha ha ha, eating well no matter the food is only to be expected from any surface pilot worth their salt. Oh no. No. Well, maybe it won't get us respect. You want to meet your maker, you moron? Okay, but here's the thing. Even if he did enjoy eating the Hades, like, just because he enjoys it, it doesn't mean he needs to eat multiple people's meals. Like, that's kind of just crazy. I'm just guessing that's what he actually sounded like. Jesus. The death streams. That's just a wolf. Thanks for the meal. I hate it. I hate it all. Mother, brother, I have followed your advice, forsaken what I have been otherwise, but I draw breath still. But lo? Not lo? Know that this day your dear Seijiro almost crossed the river Styx. That's giving me too much credit. A wise man once said that a lion would go all out to hunt one rabbit. As for me, I went all out finishing the Hades. In other words, lion equals going all out equals me. Well now, since I'm in Britain, perhaps it would be fitting to call myself Seijiro the Lionheart. I think you gotta do a bit more than eat a lot of Hades to get that name. Alright. Oh yes, I've considered the possibilities. The purpose of the indoor activities is for me to socialize with my superiors, namely Lieutenants Follner, Falkenmeyer, and Witzoben. If I remember correctly, Lieutenant Follner is in charge of the mysterious indoor game called Squash. Never played it. I have been invited to play, but I just never played it. But that's cool. This is the first time I've heard of it, which is fine. To experience the unknown is consistent with the spirit of this exercise. Then there's Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, who's in charge of fencing. Ooh. I'd very much like to experience Western swordsmanship firsthand. Seeing how their techniques compared to those of Japan should be interesting. Well, it's not like fencing's... I mean, I don't know. Last but not least, Lieutenant Witzoben is in charge of swimming. I shouldn't take this option lightly. Rumor says she crossed the Strait of Dover by swimming all 40 kilometers. That makes her a true expert. That's actually insane. What? Every activity sounds interesting. Woe is me. If only I could divide my body into 3. Actual choices. This might be a crossroads where we have to check multiple, honestly. I'll make a pre-save. But if I want to choose what I'd want to do the most, it would probably be fencing, just because I like Falkenmeyer. Want to know her more. I'm interested in fencing. It is but the natural choice. Facing Lieutenant Photonmeyer in combat would be an excellent way to learn more about the spirit of chivalry. And I would also get the opportunity to learn about the natural disposition of a true knight like the lieutenant. This is the one chance that I cannot let slip through my fingers. What are you even suggesting? Preposterous. Truly preposterous. I am a samurai and I only care about... What? It's good to hear Lieutenant would like to know more about Bushido. However, I... Excuse me, but if you must know, what I'm interested in are the differences between Japanese and Western swordsmanship. Curse this woman. Why do I continue to protest her objections? There's no need to explain myself and glorify her insinuations. Perhaps you misunderstood what I meant, Lieutenant. What on earth do you think I was talking about? Say what? If I denied that outright, it would be less than the whole truth. Despite her speculations being fueled by indecent thoughts, she's not wrong. The prospect of being able to get closer to Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, whose spirit mirrors that of a samurai's, fills me with joy. The result of our encounter, only time can tell. If historians end up writing this event down as the rebirth of the historical covenant between Japan and Germany, I would be delighted. This is literally a fantasy he had, so it's not even a flashback. Flashback of a fantasy. It's not like that. I was just contemplating the future prospects. You're mistaken. My face is simply adjusting to the room temperature. The air conditioning is to blame for... You got it all wrong. It's not like that. Now? Please wait a second. I haven't finished eating. I think you're finished eating, bro. We had enough for at least 4 other people. How? How did things turn out like this? I signed up for fencing, but what I got instead can't even be called a sport. Oh. What the heck? I don't think that's proper fencing attire. Now it appears I've traveled all the way to Britain to perform the tea ceremony. I guess it's fine. You could call this an instance of cultural exchange. I'm indebted to Lieutenant Falkenmeyer as well. It's only fair that she's allowed to express her gratitude in her own special way. Making some proper green tea. I see. Fresh cream, is it? Or maybe not. A noble woman indeed. Even in this day and age, nobles can afford such delicacies. Doesn't matter if their country has been lost or not. The lieutenant's kimono seems to be quite expensive too, but it pales in comparison to a luxury like fresh cream. How did she... Oh, that's right. I've heard rumors of members of the European establishment procuring both necessities and luxury goods through American sponsors. I guess there must be some truth to them. I have to admit, I certainly did expect you to bake Western-style pastries, Lieutenant. This song, too. If you say so. So she's baking Western-style pastries, strawberry shortcakes at that. I fail to understand why she's trying to hide it so desperately, though. There's no need to worry. As the scion of a samurai family, it is my utmost pleasure to introduce you to Japanese culture as a repayment for your kindness. Speaking as an imperial subject, I'm honored to hear you're interested in our culture. Lieutenant, to tell you the truth, I'm just as interested in Western culture and its military arts. Okay, so she actually did want us to do some fencing, but there's actually a reason not to. Sure, I guess. Really? So all of this is for me? My masterpiece, she says. I'm at a loss for words. Just how exactly should I respond? A corner of the briefing room looking like this is surreal, to say the least. Simply surreal. Yeah, tatami mats, all the tut. In the place of a proper tatami mat, or okay, not real tatami mats. They look like them though. Judo mats are spread out all over the place, and there's also a matter of the stock pot paired with a soup ladle. And last but not least, those scrolls on the walls. I think they're supposed to be hanging scrolls. The lieutenant must have written them. Yeah, they look kind of scribbly on closer inspection. But these characters clearly aren't kanji. Could they be cuneiform? No, those characters must be Jindai Moji, supposedly used in ancient Japan. And that thing at the top, the flower thing, or is it a sun? Is that a flower circle, as in the ones they hand out to little kids in school for a job well done? Good lord, the Empire should send a cultural attache to Europe post-haste, otherwise I dread to think of the impression they will get of Japan. But not all is lost. Her interest in experienced Japanese culture is splendid. And that's exactly why I should praise her efforts, for if I start to point out her plethora of errors, her interest in our culture will be nipped in the bud. Yeah, I mean, it's the effort that counts. Probably would be pretty rude if you just start correcting her. Afternoon tea. At this point, I don't know if the lieutenant is a trailblazer of fusion cuisine, or if she simply has no idea what a real tea ceremony is like. Is there something bothering you, Lieutenant? You went quiet all of a sudden. Uh-oh. Come again? She's sharp. Fooling her is not going to be an easy task. Absolutely not. I really want to see you perform the tea ceremony, Lieutenant. It's not that I look bleak, but eager. It's true. It's darn true. Oh. So they really don't know. I mean, even if you are a fan of Japanese culture, I feel like actually knowing how to set up a tea ceremony is pretty niche, right? As like someone not Japanese. I don't know shit about that. I could have went to one like example or whatever showing, but I didn't know. But of course I thought so too. Oh. That's like the kneeling thing, right? If it is, I know that, man. It's not comfortable. I used to have to do that for karate as a kid. Your form is most impressive, Lieutenant. However, there's no need to overexert yourself. I'm aware Westerners are used to chairs. Sitting with your body weight resting on top of your feet is bound to be exhausting. Yeah, that shit sucks. So she's actually kind of a weeb. Yes, I was too forward. Please forgive me. Cold sweat had started dripping down her forehead. I knew it. Sitting in Seiza must be quite a burden on the lieutenant. Still, she is a paragon of chivalry, just like how a samurai acts as if he had a full stomach even when starving. There are moments when a knight like her needs to fake ignorance in order to protect her pride. She has decided to put on a brave front, using her pride as fuel to endure the pain. As a samurai, what else could I do but to assist her? I must learn from her quiet dignity. Excellent. Let me see the fruits of your study. Or did she want us to take the lead? Yeah, it is Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. I see nothing. I hear nothing. What is she doing? Enough. I can no longer turn a blind eye. It seems her feet are past the point of feeling numb. No, they've become highly reactive to stimuli instead. I need to act right away or I will witness the lieutenant disgracing herself. Exactly what she's trying to prevent. I must help her without her noticing. Like a gentleman, I shall provide my assistance in a respectful manner. Alright. And since we're on the topic of Japanese culture, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, are you familiar with the teachings of Zen? Zen Buddhism. I feel like Zen Buddhism is like what people think of Buddhism. It's just like the inner peace stuff, which I know is normal Buddhism. It's just, I'm not an expert, but Zen Buddhism is just like normal Buddhism without all the gods and stuff, the mysticism. It's more of like its own thing, right? Could be wrong though. In general terms, Zen is a school of thought whose main precepts say that by staring into your true self, you will eventually be able to reach enlightenment. Yes, and you do so through an aesthetic practice fundamental to the doctrine. Mediation in Zazen. You sit on the ground and concentrate in silence, emptying your mind. Wait, is she crying? Lieutenant Falkenmeyer is doing her best to endure, yet her eyes are wet with tears. What transient beauty. Desist at once. This is not the time to flaunt my refined aesthetic sensibility. I must put a stop to this before she debases herself. Lieutenant, my apologies, but could it be your feet are experiencing a sudden increase in sensitivity? Because I've seen this happen before. It is your worldly desires that put you under so much duress. There are thoughts that give birth to the suffering of both flesh and mind. Enlightenment, the final stage of Zen, means that you have dispelled the illusions caused by your worldly desires, and that you can witness the truth in all of its splendor. Lieutenant, right now you are struggling against those very temptations. Indeed, that's why what happened to your feet is nothing to be ashamed of. To the contrary, it's rare for anybody to endure the pain for so long, especially when confronting your desires head on for the first time. Let it be known that I, Makabe Seiju, have nothing but admiration for your chivalrous spirit. However, straining yourself too much on this first bout might be detrimental to your health. I think that you, as an expert in your unit, should learn how to cope with this situation, all for the sake of handing down the knowledge to the next generation. It's a spiritual practice. I know how to cure what ails you. Leave things to me. Precisely. That strategic long-term way of thinking is most splendid, Lieutenant. I know that already. You don't need to repeat it. Now, without further ado, I'll be borrowing your feet. Huh? It's kind of crazy. That's what I plan on doing, yes. I shall now touch your feet. Now, then, if you'll excuse me. Oh my god. That has to be the thumbnail. That's crazy. Eat. Summon your endurance. This is the fastest way to recovery. Like, if her feet's like numb from like sitting in that position, is massaging it really gonna do anything? Don't you just have to like let it chill so the blood goes back or whatever? Are you feeling it, Lieutenant? Am I hitting the right spot? Massage expert. Socks on. Also, with the panty shot is crazy. I was trying to like look closer, but you know, let's just keep it with the text. Massage that stimulates blood flow at the affected area. That's the fastest way to regain sensation when one of your extremities has gone numb. Ah, there you go. I don't know, whenever I get like my feet fall asleep is what, I don't know, common slang is. I don't know if that's the normal thing in the world, but you know, when it usually does happen to the feet. I feel like it just goes away like after a minute of like standing or whatever. But I guess if you're like forcing yourself in that position, it makes sense that maybe you'll be numb for a bit, I guess. But that must really suck having your foot like numb for like 5 minutes or something. It'd be kind of scary. After heightened sensitivity, what comes next will feel as if you're getting struck by 1,000 needles simultaneously. Brace yourself. Odd scene, obviously, but foot enjoyers. Foot enjoyers are eating good tonight. I'm innocent. Pathetic, Seijiro. Simply pathetic. Even though she's struggling with all her might, you're allowing yourself to be led astray by your carnal desires. I'm simply treating the lieutenant. A mere medical practice, nothing more. Steady your heart, repress your desires. Are you a man or beast, Makabe Seijiro? I mean, if someone's just listening in, this sounds crazy. Oh, there we go. Captain? Not the eyebrow raise. That's an enormous misunderstanding you're having there. I know I'm not guilty of anything. I know I have no reason to feel shame, yet what is this sense of dread I feel deep inside my heart? Snooping? I have no idea, but No, my fears are groundless. It's a mysterious phenomenon, but the captain often reacts as if he could read my mind. It doesn't matter if his uncanny abilities stem from intuition or extrasensory perception. All I know is that he should know exactly what transcribed. I can't say I liked it, but at the very least there will be no misunderstanding. He's back already? International incident. Okay, apparently he likes to talk. Huh? International incident? In progress. Oh boy. What the hell, old man? You were supposed to be a telepath. Well, what a predicament. The captain is making this public at a breakneck speed. No wonder he's called the Sonic Baron. Stop it, you idiot. This isn't time to remark on the appropriateness of his nickname. I have to stop the captain before my reputation lays in shambles. That's one way to put it. Banned. Slander. Vile slander. Oh man, not even the top dogs. Stop looking at me like I'm trash. Say something. Is the bid boss coming in? Might as well, right? She's clueless, obviously. Classic. Oh. That's the last thing you're supposed to say while fixing your messy clothes. Honestly, good one. Good one. Lieutenant Brower, what rotten luck, and to make matters worse, he keeps calling me kiddo. Oh, how I would love to ignore him, but alas, he is my superior officer. As my dear brother Kihachiro used to say, good manners are the foundation of manly character. Thus, I must show the lieutenant due respect even if I don't think much of the man himself. Yeah, you said that out loud. Something the matter, Lieutenant Brower? He slipped up. My apologies, Lieutenant Brower. Now if you would excuse me. Just runs away. Based. What is it, Lieutenant? Pardon? Do I look like I need his help? He must be plotting something. I'm absolutely certain. I'm grateful for your concern. If you would excuse me, though, I need to take a shower. I mean, this whole scene feels very, like, not related to the past scene, so I'm sure, like, you get this after each one. Which I did want to do, but it was, like, 30 minutes, so I'll do it in the next episode and record it when I have time to do both of the scenarios. I don't think there's routes in a side story, so I don't think it affects anything, but yeah. They're all just pure comedy like that. Might as well see them. I feel like you're missing out. A man of House Makabe would never lower himself to such villainy. The thought hasn't even crossed my mind. Excuse me, it's actually a red bond light thing. Fundoshi? Is what they said? I'm not hiding anything. Oh, well, they did reference it. But busy? I only gave her a massage? That's not shady at all. Unbelievable. Presence of mind, presence of mind. Don't let these baseless accusations throw your mind into disarray. Lieutenant Photonmeyer went back to her room. They put away the kimono, and I'm going to the nearby showers, that's all. There's no need for any sort of guidance because... Damnation. I can sense the mischief, the ill intentions oozing from his every word. But if I lower myself to his level, I would dishonor the name of Makabe. Believe what you will. If that is all, I really need to get going, Lieutenant. I do not intend to sneak in anywhere. Good day to you. He's lying, I think. But I wish, Eden, you don't remember their gender symbols? Sorry, I don't. Actually, since when the fuck do you ever use them? It's the other way around. Okay, at least he knows. We're getting baited. The female ones has like a cross in it, right? A cross and a circle on top, I think. Good bait. Inconceivable. Lieutenant Brower used multi-layered tactics. I can't afford to lower my guard around him, trying to fool me by casually describing the wrong sign. How far is this villain willing to go? I can read him like an open book. He wants me to enter the woman's showers by mistake. It's dreadful to think what could have happened. I would have been branded as a pervert, which is already kind of happening. My place in polite society gone forever. All this talk about voyeurism, merely a distraction. Empty words to make me lose my composure and fall right into his trap. But I won't fall for his shenanigans so easily. Thinking you can fool me with a cheap trick like that? How dare you? You are way out of your league, Lieutenant Brower. Hopefully he doesn't like switch the signs or something, because it kind of seems like it's setting up to us fucking up somehow. Who is the fool now, sir? He. Thank goodness for this hot shower, washing away the disgusting sweat. How convenient would it be if my mental fatigue, worries, and misunderstandings could be washed down the drain like this? But I realize there's no point in dwelling on the impossible. I should rather use my time for something practical, such as giving myself a Makabe-style massage to relax my muscles. I mean, self-massage is pretty hard, but I guess it's possible. It just doesn't feel the same if it's not someone else. I don't know why. Huh. No way, Lieutenant Brower? Is this another one of his schemes? Welp. Is that... can it be? Oh, I bet this changes also with who you interact with. Shower scene. Lieutenant Photonmeyer? Impossible. Did she misread the signs outside? No, someone as attentive to detail as her wouldn't make such a stupid mistake. Then again, she always carries herself as if she were on the battlefield. Could it be she consciously disregards the rules, even though... Oh god, we skipped so much. Even though the facilities here are clearly separated by gender, I stand in awe of your dedication, Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. To think you would go so far as to simulate what life in the harshest of front lines would be like.
ヘルが国際問題は良くないよ。別に国際問題などないと説明しただろ。
Why would that even be an international incident, though? Even if it did happen like they thought.
スカッシュよ。セルベルスの挑戦を受けて立ったのよ。
まあ、懲りない方々ですこと。それで、結果はいかがでしたの？
Oh, Lieutenant Faulkner and Witzelben too?
もちろん勝ったわ。完全勝利よ。
So this would all change then.
なんだイルフリーで。
Oh
またあい
god.
つらを一方的にいじめて楽しむ遊びをやったのか？
And Lieutenant Wasternock? How could all of them make this exact same mistake?
注意。そういう
Just hide, bro. You gotta stealth up here. I don't think you can sneak out.
客観的に見れば結果は同じだ。問題はない。
競い合うのは結構だが、あまりあからさまにやりすぎるなよ。
手心など無用ですよ。
Fahrenhorst. Oh god.
これからもあの子たちを鍛えてやってくださいね。イルフリーで。遠慮はいい。はい、ジークリンデ様。
And now even Lieutenant Fahrenhorst is here? One of the 7 heroes, the White Wolf Queen herself, to gaze upon her nakedness would be blasphemy. It puzzles me to no end. Why did they all make the same mistake? Why are they using the men's showers? Wait, maybe, just maybe, I'm the one who made a mistake? In light of the situation, the most natural conclusion is that it's me who made a mistake. This is Occam's razor in action. Inconceivable. Does this not make me a peeping Tom or even an outright sex offender? Receiving such a despicable label would be the most humiliating experience of my entire life. It would stain the names of both House Makabe and the Royal Guard. I would never be able to set foot on Imperial soil again. But how do I escape? Do I just hold my breath and wait here? No, that won't work. There are communal facilities open 24 hours, and they're used by every unit in this base. If people just start coming to take showers one after another, I have no way to justify my unnaturally long stay here. Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. Thus, a prompt escape is the most desirable of course of action. Oh, whoops, looks like I misread the signs for the boys. And the girls' showers, how silly of me, ha ha ha. Out of the question, as if I could pull that off. It'd be an entirely different story if my eldest brother, Seichiro, were in my place. He was known for his honest and reputable character. No one would believe me, though, since I have yet to build up any substantial rapport with the people here. What am I supposed to do?
ジークリンデ様のお肌、白くてきめ細やかで、まるで絹のようですわ。ありがとう、イルフリーデ。でも、あなたのお肌はもっと素敵ですよ。え？そんな、私がジークリンデ様より素敵なんて。
The heck? I don't understand German, but I'm not so sheltered that I can't read the mood. The atmosphere has somehow become amorous. What the devil are those women doing? Don't think about it, just try to feel it. Shit, no, don't do that either. What are you thinking, you absolute fool?
またジーク様に構っていただいているのか、イルフリーデ。あまり迷惑をおかけするんじゃないぞ。
え？私、ジーク様にご迷惑をおかけするつもりは。大丈夫よ、イルフリーデ。私はあなたを迷惑に思ったことなど一度もありませんわ。ジーク様、ありがとうございます。私のことよりもブリギッテよ。あなたの隊長なのだからね。はい。小隊長のお肌は
Crazy.
精悍でキレがあってまるでしな
I think
やか
she's still
な
wearing
ム
her
チの
eye
ようです
patch. I
わ。
guess she might have to protect her from water.
お前、
The
ジー
her
ク様に
fake
言われたからって。
thingy, whatever it is. Not the fake eye, but something else.
はい。力及ばず申し訳ありません。
Seed. Did they just call Lieutenant Fahrenhorst Seed? so they can address her by nickname in the showers, despite normally using her last name and rank. The naked truth is exposed in this place. However, nakedness is something I cannot partake in with them.
ブリギって、私たちはそろそろ出ましょうか。
Yeah, let's get the big dogs out of here.
はい。
お二人ともお揃いでどちらへ？
例の火力演習に向けた会議があってな。これから国連や欧州連合のお偉方と楽しいおしゃべりだ。
それは難儀ですこと。
ダメよルナテレジア。そのようなことを言っては。では皆さん。
The two of them left. Is this my chance to make a daring escape? The others are still here, but since training is over, the number of people inside the showers will only increase from now on. My window of opportunity is rapidly closing. Too bad this place doesn't have a cardboard box that I can use for camouflage. Classic. But that changes nothing. I'll have to make do without tactical espionage props. Never actually played a game, a Metal Gear game, but everyone knows that reference. Slowly, without making a sound, keep advancing slowly. Do not lose concentration. Stay silent. Your life hinges on the successful completion of this sneaking mission. Don't make a cliched mistake like stepping on a bar of soap. You fool! Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh god. I mean, I know it's kind of self-censored with the soap, but I think this is a full censor. You're not seeing any skin. They found me. What a blunder. Oh man. How they're looking nice though. I have soiled the honor of the Empire. I have soiled the name of House Makabe. Now that it has come to this, I have no choice but to commit seppuku. What am I saying? I am no longer worthy of even mentioning the name of Makabe. Honor demands I discard my familial ties. Henceforth, I shall be known as Sei, for I have abandoned a part of the name I shared with my brothers. But Sei is also a part of the name that was given to me by my parents. Therefore, from this day onwards, I shall be known as the Nameless One. And now, the only path left for me is to slit open my belly. My life will end on foreign soil. I shall leave the world having paid for my crime as my sole virtuous deed. But before I split open my stomach, I must dispel the misconceptions forced on Lieutenant Falkenmeyer. You see, the circumstances leading up to me being here are, well, let's just say it's complicated. Wrong girl? What?
そういえば日本には混浴の文化があったわよね。それって常在戦場の心得、侍の国だからなの？何？侍の？
I don't think that's a thing. We didn't need to go down this road. Sure, Lieutenant Witzelben isn't mistaken that how bathing is handled in the front lines. However, much like in Dover, men and women are firmly divided back in the rear. Oh god. Wait, this is turning into a dub? Women, do you understand the implication of your words? Lieutenant Falkenmeyer, please admonish the fool. I completely understand how you feel, but let's save that for later. Come on. Now, time to give Lieutenant Falkner a strict scope. Oh, we're getting it, boys. Is there something that in the water that makes them dull? And look at you, blushing like a virgin. You're clearly not okay with it. Absolutely not. No, you. Hit her with the no you. Let's save that for the front lines. Eat. I'm sorry. Running away. Great tactic. Anyways, we'll end here before our boy commits seppuku. And we'll see what happens in the other recreational events. I think that is actually worth checking out. So thanks for watching. Hopefully enjoyed. Very raunchy episode today. Ooh la la. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Later.